everyone, so today, as you've probably already guessed by my slightly different surroundings and this giant window behind me, I'm actually in a completely different place. I'm on holiday right now and I thought I would take this opportunity and this amazing filming space, there's literally just windows all the way around me so it's so bright and airy, to film a few videos here because it's such a lovely space. I am next to a car park though, so if you're hearing sounds of cars and people and children running past, that is why. Somebody has already actually noticed me filming myself, which is quite embarrassing. So it's actually August now, as scary as that thought is. I don't know where July went. I don't even feel like July happened, it's just gone so quickly. So as you probably know, I've just come back from LA and I've come straight onto this holiday too, so I haven't really been home in the last 2 or 3 weeks, which is a bit confusing when it comes to picking out my favourite beauty products because really I've been living out of a suitcase, out of a bag. I haven't really had my normal beauty supplies with me. So because of that, I'm going to really narrow this down and keep it quite short and concise. So I've got my 5 favourite beauty products from July. Now these have all been well loved and very well used, so I feel as if these are a good representation of my favourites this month. And I'm going to start with a bronzer that I picked up I think either in June or at the beginning of July, and I am obsessed. I have fallen in love with this. So this is an ambient lighting bronzer from Hourglass. I have the powder now, I have the blusher, and the bronzer just makes the full collection complete. Hourglass just know how to get powder products right, especially in the ambient lighting range, and this bronzer really is no exception. It gives such a warm, beautiful, really radiant glow. This is actually the shade Radiant Bronze Light that I have, which is the darker of the 2 colours, because it's summer. I wanted to feel a bit more bronze and a bit darker than usual, and it does a really good job of bronzing up the skin. I think this is how I prefer to use it, just literally all over the face, on the tops of my cheekbones, on my forehead, down my nose, just to give my skin a bit more colour. It just has this beautiful, really radiant, very soft, almost kind of soft focus, soft light finish to it. It just makes your skin look even and smooth and really beautiful, especially when I have been wearing the combination of the 3, so the powder, the blusher and the bronzer all at once. It's just so beautiful and it makes my skin look so lovely. So this, I've really been enjoying it this month. My second favourite is a base coat. This is from Deborah Lippmann. This is called the All About That base coat, which just makes me want to sing the song. I really suffer quite badly from ridged nails. No matter how much I buff them or kind of smooth them down, they're always super ridged and you can kind of see it through my nail polish a lot of the time. This stuff though kind of works as a foundation for your nails. It's really amazing. It just fills in any gaps and it really smooths out the nail and gives you a nice matte base to work on, which I do find helps the nail varnish to stick onto a lot better as well. It is quite similar to Essie Fill the Gap, but I just find my nail varnish lasts longer when I'm wearing this for some reason, and I kind of like the colour of it as well. I think you could just get away with wearing this on its own for a really natural kind of nail colour. I haven't really tried any of the other Deborah Lippmann colours, I've just really stuck to the base coat, but if they are as good as this, I may have to give them a go. Next favourite is a hair product. This is the Bumble Thickening Full Form Mousse. I got a mini size of this to take away to LA and I really enjoyed using it while I was out there. I think in one of my last videos I mentioned about how simple I've been keeping my hair routine. I haven't really been using anything in it at all to style it. I've just been drying it and then curling it with straighteners and just maybe putting a bit of hairspray in it at most. But I kind of started to notice, as usual, that my roots are a bit flat. I have such bad volume issues, and now that I'm kind of growing out my hair, I think I'm going to keep it a bit longer. It's getting even flatter because it's being weighed down. So I just wanted something to give it a bit of a boost, a bit more fullness and volume. So I picked this up and tried it out and I do really like it. It's a nice mousse, it's not a crispy one, it doesn't feel flaky or really wet to the touch. It's a nice one for just adding a bit of thickness, so I put about a pump of this into my roots when I have wet hair and kind of comb it through the ends as well just to give them something to work with, and then I just blow dry it. And it's one of those products that you can't really feel in your hair, but you just know that it's there and that it's working. It just feels like it has more thickness, more workability. I find as well when I have this in my hair, my kind of curls last a bit longer too, which is great. It's got a really nice clean fresh scent as well and I just really like it. I'm not sure how long this bottle is going to last me because it is only a small size, but so far it feels like there's a lot left in there, so I'll be using this one up until it's finished and I'll probably get the bigger size as well when I do. My fourth favourite is a product that I've been wanting to try for so long and I finally managed to get my hands on it this month. This is the Fresh Sugar Lip Polish, which seems like a bit of a silly thing to get really excited about, but I've just wanted to try this for so long. It's basically just a very kind of standard brown sugar lip scrub, something that you could probably rustle up in your kitchen, I'm sure, for a much better price, but I like that it comes in a little tub. I like that it's kind of pre-made for me because I'm quite lazy with things like that, and wow, the smell of this is so good. It's not really what I was expecting it to be. It's a lot more kind of fresh and almost a bit lemony, which I think is really nice. It does do such a good job of exfoliating my lips though. It really gets away any dry patches and it doesn't feel quite as scrubby as I thought it would. It's definitely not as kind of abrasive and kind of grainy as the Lush Sugar Lip Scrubs, which I've been using quite a lot in the past. It's definitely not like those, but it just gets everything off my lips really gently and really softly, and it leaves them quite hydrated as well. There's definitely some kind of oil in here. I think it's maybe almond oil or lemon oil, but it leaves a nice film of hydration across my lips once I'm finished. So my final favourite has probably ended up being my most used product of all this month. It's the Maybelline the Nudes palette. I talked about this briefly in my packing video, but I really have just used this pretty much exclusively all month. I've just been so impressed with the quality of this, the price, and the shade range as well, and the actual eyeshadows themselves are just really, really great. So in total you get 12 shadows in here, and they're all really, really well pigmented, from the mattes to the shimmers. They all have a really great amount of pigment in them. The colours and the tones are really great. They kind of all fall under that kind of bronzy, warm tone brown category, which is definitely my favourite. There's just so many things you can do with this amount of eyeshadows. I've really been enjoying wearing these two colours, which are the dark brown and then a slightly more kind of warmy bronze brown. And then the lighter shades are really brilliant for highlighting. This one here in the corner is a really, really pretty, quite shimmery highlight, so it makes for a nice brow bone colour. Or I've even been using this on the tops of my cheekbones as well if I haven't brought highlighter with me. This lighter kind of taupey brown colour has probably been my most used out of the whole palette though, because it is such an amazing crease colour, and I think a palette is never complete unless it has a good kind of neutral toned crease colour in there. And I also really like that it has a black in there. I know some people don't always get on with black eyeshadows or kind of find them a bit pointless in palettes, but I think it's a really great one to use in place of a liquid liner. You can use it with an angled brush and kind of create a very similar effect, or even dip your brush in and use it wet, and it just gives a nice strong line. So it's kind of everything you need for an eye look, including liners and highlights all in one. I really could keep on talking about this, but I'm going to stop there because I don't want this video to become a ramble about Maybelline eyeshadows. So those are my 5 favourites from the month. I hope you've enjoyed watching that. I will be back again in August, or the end of August, with a big, full, very long-winded favourites, I'm sure. But for now, I hope you enjoyed that. Give it a like if you did, and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all soon. Bye!